You won't believe what just came to light in the world of reality TV's most talked about couples. Carlos King, the celebrity lawyer everyone trusts for insider truth, has finally spoken out, and what he revealed about Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker's divorce is nothing short of explosive. Behind the smiles, the public appearances, and the picture-perfect moments, there's been a storm brewing, secrets, betrayals, and power struggles that could shock even the most loyal fans. For years, fans have watched Kandi shine on screen, admired Todd's steady presence, and assumed their marriage was strong. But insiders say the reality is far more complicated. Hidden disputes, family pressures, and strategic moves behind the scenes have been quietly shaping their relationship, and now, the truth is finally coming to light. Carlos King isn't holding back, revealing layers of tension and conflict that no one saw coming. Is this just a messy celebrity breakup, or is there something deeper at play, an emotional battlefield where fame, money, and family collide? And the most shocking part? You only think you know the story, but the real drama is still hidden. By the end of this video, you'll see just how tangled this divorce has truly become, and why no one can predict what happens next. Before we dive into the messy details of their divorce, let's take a step back and look at the lives of Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker, the faces everyone knows, but the story behind the cameras is far more complicated. Kandi Burruss, known for her powerhouse vocals, business acumen, and sharp wit on reality TV, is a name that commands respect. From her early days in the R&B group Escape to winning an Emmy as a songwriter for Destiny's Child hits, Kandi built her career on talent, perseverance, and staying true to her craft. Beyond music, she became a savvy entrepreneur, launching her own beauty and lifestyle ventures. Her public image? Confident, successful, and fiercely independent. Fans see her as a devoted mother, loving wife, and unshakable star. But is that the full picture? Todd Tucker, on the other hand, is best known as Kandi's partner and a reality TV personality in his own right. He's built a career as a producer and designer, often appearing on shows like The Real Housewives of Atlanta. The public sees Todd as supportive, calm, and the stabilizing force behind Kandi's high-energy lifestyle. Social media paints a picture of a loving couple, joint posts celebrating anniversaries, family vacations, and heartfelt tributes. But even the most polished Instagram posts can hide tension, and the cracks in their relationship were reportedly growing for years. Their love story, as fans remember, began as a fairy tale. Todd, who had built his own career, seemed to complement Kandi perfectly. Together, they navigated parenthood, business ventures, and the glaring spotlight of reality TV. Yet, insiders now suggest that behind the smiles, family interference, business pressures, and clashing priorities quietly eroded the foundation of their marriage. It wasn't a sudden collapse. It was a slow, simmering conflict that few outside their inner circle could see. Public appearances have always suggested harmony. Take, for example, their red carpet events. Kandi dazzling in designer gowns, Todd standing proudly by her side, the couple laughing effortlessly. Or their social media posts, where they shared loving captions like, "Forever my rock," or "Family first, always." Yet, some of these posts now appear almost performative, like a careful mask designed to maintain a perfect image while real tensions festered behind closed doors. Even in interviews, there were subtle hints. In a 2022 talk show appearance, Kandi spoke about the challenges of balancing family and work, mentioning sometimes it feels like too much, but we make it work. To the average viewer, that's a relatable statement. But sources say insiders recognized it as a veiled acknowledgement of the pressure cooker their marriage had become. Meanwhile, Todd's interviews focused on loyalty and teamwork, often emphasizing unity while quietly avoiding deeper questions about the state of their relationship. Fans also started noticing discrepancies in their public narrative. Stories of minor disagreements and disagreements over business decisions began surfacing on fan forums and social media, fueling speculation. Some followers noticed cryptic posts, Todd sharing motivational quotes about boundaries, Kandi posting reflections about trust and honesty, hinting at cracks in the facade. These were subtle breadcrumbs suggesting that all was not as it seemed. And now, According to celebrity lawyer Carlos King, the real drama goes far beyond social media hints. He revealed that the couple's divorce involves more than just a separation. It's a collision of fame, fortune, and family expectations. Todd's responses to filings, custody arrangements, and business negotiations are all calculated moves in a game of strategy. Meanwhile, Kandi's position is equally layered, balancing public perception with protecting her legacy and family. What appears to fans as simple arguments or disagreements is actually a complex negotiation, heavily influenced by legal tactics, personal values, and emotional stakes. So, while their public persona paints a picture of unity and success, the reality behind the scenes tells a different story. The betrayals may not be flashy headlines yet, but the foundation for scandal has been quietly laid, and insiders suggest it's about to erupt in ways no fan could have anticipated. Up next, we'll break down the legal maneuvers, family pressures, and shocking revelations that are fueling this messy divorce, and why the public might never see the full truth without Carlos King's insider perspective. As we dig deeper into the timeline of Kandi and Todd's relationship, the cracks that fans only glimpsed on social media start to tell a more dramatic story. What began as a picture-perfect marriage slowly evolved into a high-stakes emotional battlefield, and insiders say the tension has been simmering for years. It all reportedly began during the couple's busy career phases in 2021. Kandi, juggling music, business ventures, and reality TV appearances, was often away from home for long periods. Todd, managing his own projects, appeared supportive in public, but behind closed doors, sources suggest disagreements over priorities began to emerge. Fans noticed subtle signs: Kandi posting inspirational quotes about independence and trust, Todd sharing cryptic messages about boundaries and respect. On the surface, these seemed harmless, but insiders say they hinted at growing emotional distance. By early 2022, family dynamics reportedly began putting additional pressure on the marriage. Both Kandi and Todd's relatives allegedly offered unsolicited advice, sometimes escalating conflicts rather than resolving them. Add to that joint business ventures where disagreements over finances and management arose, and the public perception of a perfect power couple started to unravel. Reality TV cameras captured small disagreements during shoots, smiles masking moments of tension that fans didn't fully understand at the time. Social media became a battleground for perception. Fans were quick to analyze every post, every video clip, and every interview. While Kandi shared glowing family photos captioned, "Family first, always," Todd posted behind-the-scenes shots of his work, sometimes adding vague captions like, "Keep your circle tight and your eyes open." Commentators on fan forums began speculating. Was this subtle messaging? Were they signaling unresolved conflicts to the public? According to insiders, yes. These posts were carefully crafted to maintain appearances, while privately managing a growing rift. The first whispers of real betrayal reportedly came in mid-2022, though the details remain murky. Sources suggest disagreements over fidelity, communication, and the boundaries of their non-traditional relationship began creating cracks in trust. Carlos King, speaking on the issue, highlighted that these weren't simple misunderstandings, they were strategic actions, decisions made to protect personal and professional stakes. Every move Todd made in response to filings or negotiations, and every statement Kandi shared publicly, became a calculated step in a much larger and messier game than fans could see. As rumors circulated, fans and commentators on social media began weighing in. Some took sides, accusing one partner of wrongdoing, while others speculated that the real battle was about business and control rather than emotional grievances. Memes, posts, and discussion threads amplified the drama, turning the private struggles of a celebrity couple into a full-blown public spectacle. Every cryptic Instagram story, every reality show clip became evidence in the court of public opinion. Insiders claim that even during interviews, the couple exercised extreme caution. Every word was measured, every smile calculated. Behind closed doors, documents related to custody, prenups, and property negotiations reportedly sparked heated debates. Family members and business associates allegedly inserted themselves into critical conversations, sometimes escalating tensions rather than calming them. It's a tangled web of personal loyalty, professional ambition, and public perception. By late 2022, the situation reportedly reached a breaking point. Strategic legal filings, custody discussions, and disagreements over business ventures intensified the drama. Carlos King revealed that the moves made by both parties weren't just reactions. They were deliberate, high-stakes maneuvers to secure their interests, protect their legacies, and maintain control over the narrative. The emotional toll was immense. Friends reportedly described Kandi and Todd as exhausted, stressed, and increasingly guarded, even around family. And now, what was once a picture-perfect marriage has evolved into a complex interplay of strategy, betrayal, and public perception. Every public appearance, every social media post, every interview becomes a chess move in a game fans can only guess at. In the next segment, we'll reveal the shocking twists, game-changing revelations, and insider details that could completely rewrite the story of Kandi and Todd's divorce. Trust me, you don't want to miss what comes next. As the details of Kandi and Todd's divorce continue to surface, the consequences of their scandal are becoming impossible to ignore. What was once a carefully curated public image, a loving couple, devoted parents, and successful partners, has now collided head-on with private conflicts that fans and insiders say are deeply unsettling. Insiders report that the legal fallout has been intense. Todd's responses to divorce filings and custody discussions are described as highly strategic moves rather than purely emotional reactions. Carlos King has explained that every statement, every motion filed in court, and even subtle negotiations over the prenup were calculated steps to secure influence and control. Kandi, for her part, has been equally deliberate, balancing her public persona as a strong, independent woman with her private goal of protecting her family and business interests. What seems like a straightforward celebrity divorce is, according to insiders, a carefully choreographed game of power, perception, and strategy. Socially, the impact has been just as dramatic. Fans on social media erupted when cryptic messages and vague statements surfaced, analyzing every post for hidden meaning. Commentators and other public figures weighed in, amplifying speculation and creating a whirlwind of public scrutiny. Some accused one partner of betrayal, while others defended them, claiming the struggle was less about personal failings and more about navigating fame and family expectations. The court of public opinion has become a battleground, with every interview, every Instagram story, and every reality TV appearance dissected for clues about who is really in control. Family fallout has reportedly added another layer of stress. Sources say that relatives from both sides have been heavily involved, sometimes attempting to mediate, but other times intensifying disputes. Arguments over loyalty, influence, and decision-making created additional tension behind closed doors. What appeared to the public as minor disagreements or routine family discussions were, insiders say, often flashpoints that exacerbated the emotional strain on both Kandi and Todd. The hypocrisy and contrast between public image and private behavior have become stark. While cameras captured smiles and laughter during reality TV appearances, behind the scenes, there were reports of tense arguments, emotional breakdowns, and moments of frustration. Kandi's statements about love, trust, and unity now seem juxtaposed against private challenges like family interference, miscommunications, and conflicting priorities. Todd, meanwhile, publicly emphasized loyalty and support but privately engaged in strategic maneuvers that insiders claim were meant to preserve his influence and safeguard his interests. The emotional stakes are enormous. These are not just contractual negotiations. They are deeply personal, affecting family dynamics, children, and the legacies of both parties. Key events that have emerged paint a picture of escalating conflict. Multiple sources suggest that disputes over custody and property led to late-night discussions and heated exchanges between Kandi and Todd, sometimes involving legal counsel, other times mediated by family. The timeline of these conflicts shows a pattern: public appearances and social media posts projecting unity, followed by private disagreements and strategic planning sessions. Alleged behind-the-scenes actions, like selective sharing of information, legal maneuvering, and calculated social media posts, highlight the difference between the image fans see and the reality insiders describe. The emotional fallout is equally significant. Friends and associates describe both Kandi and Todd as exhausted, stressed, and increasingly guarded. Reports of sleepless nights, emotional arguments, and moments of self-doubt paint a vivid picture of how deeply the scandal has affected them personally. It's not just about business or fame. It's about the erosion of trust, the clash between personal values, and the struggle to maintain dignity while navigating public scrutiny. As the dust begins to settle, one thing is clear: Kandi and Todd's divorce is more than just a celebrity breakup. It's a complex web of strategic decisions, emotional betrayal, and public perception. Every public smile, every social media post, every interview is now seen in a new light, revealing the high cost of fame, family, and personal ambition. And as insiders continue to reveal new details, the public is left wondering who is really being truthful and who is playing the long game in this messy, high-stakes divorce. In the next segment, we'll explore the most shocking twists yet, the revelations that could completely upend what fans think they know and leave everyone questioning the real story behind Kandi and Todd's separation. Wow, just thinking about everything we've uncovered in Kandi and Todd's divorce is enough to make your head spin. From the private betrayals and family conflicts to the carefully orchestrated public appearances, this story is a roller coaster of emotions. We've seen strategic legal moves, emotional breakdowns, and moments that completely shattered the picture-perfect image fans once had of this couple. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think Todd was playing the long game all along, or is Kandi the one taking control behind the scenes? Did either of them betray the trust of their fans, or even each other? How would you have handled the pressure of fame, family, and finances if you were in their shoes? Drop your thoughts in the comments because we want to know who you think is really steering this messy ship. And trust me, this isn't the end. New developments could emerge at any moment, from leaked documents to insider revelations, and the public story could change in ways we never expected. We'll be right here breaking it all down for you, giving you the inside scoop as it happens. So don't miss a beat. Hit that like button if you want more shocking celebrity updates. Share this video with your friends who love a juicy scandal, and make sure you're subscribed so you're the first to get the next explosive chapter in Kandi and Todd's story. Remember, this drama is far from over, and the next revelation might just blow everyone's mind. Comment below, share your theories, and let's see who really knows the truth behind this messy, high-stakes divorce.